Aloha ladies and gentlemen, welcome to game number 2 between aTnSocke and SjoW. We have a PvT here on Xel'Naga Caverns. We have aTnSocke spawning as our teal Protoss in the top right hand corner of Xel'Naga Caverns, and in the bottom left we do have our Terran player SjoW. Alright, so in game 1 we did have SjoW taking the game in a pretty impressive fashion, able to defend the counter push from his Protoss opponent, who had quite a formidable force. I guess that aTnSocke lost too many units in that counter attack and then really wasn't able to produce, as I guess he maybe lost some probes in the first encounter with SjoW at his own main. And I'm really glad we can bring this game to you. Two great players here, great matchup in a TVP. We're not going to see a wall off from SjoW, so that's going to be kind of interesting here. As most Terrans, it's a personal preference if you want to wall off against Protoss. If you don't have good micro against sellout pressure in the lower levels, you really should be walling off. But I guess in the higher levels, in the Masters Leagues, in the Grandmaster Leagues, we're going to have most Terrans opting to not wall off, as the stalkers can't pick away at those depots in the front when that observer gets out. Alright, so standard play from both players. No proxies, no cheese from either player. Just wanted to get all my settings correct for you guys so you can hear the audio, hear the voice, hear the music, and I turned off health bars as well, so it makes it a little bit easier on the eyes for the viewers. We do have the first probe scout coming out here for aTnSocke. aTnSocke going for a standard gas after Gateway. We do have a barracks coming up, just about to finish here for SjoW. He's going to be already getting his gas. His orbital command is going to be on the way, and the first marine as well. Great standard build here from SjoW. Good timing here. He's going to be throwing down a supply depot actually over here at the edge of his base, so kind of a nice supply depot placement. Kind of would want to see it more towards the edge of the map, or towards the edge of his base, right around here, because he'll be able to see any proxy pylons on the low ground over here if aTnSocke decides to go for that void ray push with that void ray on the high ground to spot for warping in units. And actually, since OGS MC has did that void ray push against Liquid General and really perfected that build, and we saw it maybe for a couple weeks after, I haven't really seen too many void ray games over the past couple weeks in tournament play in the United States. Haven't covered too much European or Asian games, but I'm glad that I could be covering this European game here. We do have a couple three marines out here for SjoW, as he did in the first game. Going to be warding away that probe. He is getting his second gas. His factory is on the way, so same build here from SjoW. We do have aTnSocke putting down a Stargate, so maybe it is going to be a fast void ray opening for aTnSocke. No scouting information yet for SjoW. I've been told by the caster Doa that SjoW really never scouts early in the game, and that's kind of his downfall in a lot of games, because he doesn't have, say, detection for DT push or maybe a fast 4-gate. So anyways, we're gonna get this game going. aTnSocke gonna put down his second gateway to, I guess, get out those gateway units. He's still producing probes, not chrono boosting the probes out quite yet. He's getting a nice pylon. Doesn't want to get supply block. First Hellion is out, so SjoW has revealed his Hellions. aTnSocke gonna try to get a scout on that natural expansion, but really wasn't able to reach that area. SjoW has a nice concave of marines here on the top of his ramp, gonna deny any scouting and really any units. aTnSocke nicely placing two stalkers at his ramp. He's double gassing it. First, actually gonna be a Phoenix build here for aTnSocke. He's getting his second Phoenix, being chrono boosted as well, so actually going heavy Phoenix here. I'm not quite sure if this is going to work. It should be okay, as Marines are light biological units, and we do have the ion cannons doing 20 damage versus those light units. So going to be 10 damage with 2 attacks, range of 4, weapon speed 1.1, move speed for Phoenix are 4.2, 5 first entry out for aTnSocke. aTnSocke going to be lifting up the Hellion at the Xel'Naga tower. Going to be actually taking out that Hellion quite easily, as we do have the Graviton beam lasting for 10 seconds. So it gets off about 9 shots there and able to do 180 damage versus light units. We do have the first 2 Phoenix coming in. Marines trying to ward it off. First tank is out for SjoW. SjoW going to be getting a Banshee as well, as he teched up to Banshee. Meal going to be actually pulled down here from aTnSocke. Really nice target there, as Meals do mine 300 minerals over the life of their you know, their cooldown. SjoW on 1-1-1 build here. First Banshee's out. It's actually moving to the top of the map. We'll keep an eye on that. SjoW going to be getting a robotics facility in Pylon. Really not going to need an observer to ward off the Banshee because it's not going to have cloak as the starport has already been lifted. Phoenix still trying to get some harass in here. He is going to be able to do quite a bit of scouting information as SjoW is getting that command center. SjoW having one Phoenix kill, two Phoenix kill, third Phoenix is on the field. Do we have a fourth in production? Yes, we do have a fourth in production. Stem is being researched here for SjoW. It's also getting a medevac, more Marines. We'll only be able to produce one Marine at a time. Is going to slow down his production. We do have a natural expansion going down for SjoW, but the Banshee is there to do some damage. But yeah, with these Phoenix, this Banshee is going to be pretty much nullified here. Not going to do too much damage. Going to get a second kill, maybe a third kill, but that might be it for that Phoenix. I mean, that Banshee. Yeah, Banshee does go down. SjoW transitioning into tank Marine medevac. Second medevac in production. Engineering bay going down for SjoW as he feels he does need to get those turrets up to prevent any more Phoenix harassment. We do have any more Phoenix in production? No, we don't have any more Phoenix in production. Just going to be 4 on the field for SjoW. Pretty nice unit combination just to get 4 to harass. Will he try to go for this command center? No, he's not. He's going to just... Ooh! Gonna not lose any Phoenix. Nice micro there from SjoW to get out of harm's way from those Marines. Actually gonna pick up an SCV and take out that SCV. Gonna go after this command center. Actually gonna go after the medevac, which is a light. Oh, it's actually armor mechanical, so only 10 damage per shot from those Phoenix. Gonna pick up a SCV, building a barracks. So gonna delay that barracks. Really nice play there by SjoW. Natural expansion finishing for SjoW. But these Phoenix just continue to do 100% vision for SjoW seeing everything that's going on. Doesn't know about the natural expansion. Doesn't see it on his mini-map, but he knows it's down as it was being landed at the time. As you do not see floating units in your fog of war. So SjoW just with a small unit composition here of Zealots, Stalkers, and 1 Sentry going to be getting his 3rd gateway, and he actually already is up to Robotech getting extended thermal lance, so he really wants to go heavy Colossus play against SjoW, who has shown for medevac, Marine medevac, heavy Marine medevac. Ooh, actually should be going for this meal. Is going to get 1 meal, 2 SCVs, second meal going down as well, 3rd SCV going down. Beautiful micro there from SjoW to delay any mining time by those meals. Actually a huge hit to the economy, 600 minerals from those meals, as SjoW most likely want to put down more meals so they can get more production facilities out, but only going to be on 2 racks, 1 factory, 1 starport. Finally getting his third and 4th barracks going down for SjoW. SjoW getting combat shields. I believe Stem is finished. Yeah, Stem is finished. No concussive shells yet. Should be getting concussive shells in actually hopefully the mid game. Extended thermal lance almost finished. First immortal coming out for SjoW. So this is a really intense matchup here. Let's just follow these Phoenix while we continue to look at our production tab. Let's look at our army tab, showing that SjoW is only behind 84 to 90, so not too much damage done to the economy of SjoW by those Phoenix, as the armies are pretty comparable. Pretty big army here at the Zelnaga Tower here for SjoW. A lot of Marines, a lot of tanks, and 3 medevacs. So with SCVs coming out to repair, he wants to do a push against SjoW when he has a low Colossus count. Second Colossus is almost out for SjoW. SjoW actually going to pull his army to the right of his natural expansion, so he can actually maybe get a flank here on the reinforcing unit. And he's actually going to pick off all these SCVs. That's pretty big hit to SjoW. Here comes an engagement. SjoW needs to siege up here. He's going to stem pick out all the Zealots while his tanks get lifted up by the Phoenix. Let's get our health bars up here for these units. Yeah, these units are going to go down. Ooh, Immortal. Really low health, 4 HP. And really this is looking bad for SjoW as all of his army has been taken out. And SjoW still has a huge army. This is tab showing that SjoW is also hidden on the harvesters and the income and the gas. No gas at the natural expansion here for SjoW. SjoW going to try to siege up and get a bunker down, but I believe this game is almost close to over, as SjoW is just going to push up here, take out the SCV, building the bunker, and really not too much to defend. 1 tank going to be sieging up. It needs to be taken out, maybe lifted up by these Phoenix. The Colossus is going to just target fire that tank. No, nothing being lifted up by the Phoenix. Phoenix is going to try to spot for these units. Now, a lot of units being destroyed here for SjoW. Second Colossus being reinforced. We do have a proxy pawn here on the right side, so that's going to be a nice reinforcing pylon. There's the GG from SjoW. Great game from both players. Like the Phoenix play here from Socke to kind of delay those mules and not let SjoW get up his economy. So let's go on to game number 3 between Socke and SjoW. Thank you for tuning in. This is a Surgeon.